Looks like our range trend was pretty perfect. Nice little short off of it. Going back to yesterday, the first thing I would mention is that, you know, when you hit this range trend, one of the things to do is to create kind of the next set of levels. And that next level would have been something like this right here, right, which acts as supporting the move going up. So that would have been pretty easy to see here. But even before that, this one here, you would have tried to create this there by starting to break some of these ladders. And quite simply, when this holds, you just get out of the trade, because that gave you 45 minutes where you could see where the move was holding. Backside supported the move up, continue to hold, and then you can never really get underneath this, which is you have to break that ladder point, right? So that would have been pretty easy trade right there. Just pretty straightforward and easy. Just, you know, you start to hold this ladder point and you just get out. So that's fine. That's like a nice little trade there. Right from range trend to that part of the move. And then alternatively, when you start breaking over range trend here, there's a nice little another trade there, and probably still in it if you were looking at that. So just to update this little piece that we did there yesterday. Yeah, I'm just using this right here. Just going to be looking today at what I would personally be doing for trading if I was trading right now. You just want to use the interior range actually. I wouldn't even be using trends here to make decisions. It's obvious that you're laddering off the hourlies here. This to here. This one isn't touched, but this is. Binance went offline for a bit yesterday. Nah, I wouldn't look at anything like that, Nuke. I wouldn't pay attention to any of that crap. This is already reversed as well. So this is tested. This is reversed. This is your trend test. That's reversed right here. Combo level inside here looks like it's already tested. Right, backside right here. Yeah, combo levels tested. So if you break below this, you're gonna dump. No, it's not a 4-hour range. This right here. No. It's the combo level off the hourly. The trail's already there. So it looks like you might short here. This would have been your entry right here, this 5 minute. It's already passed. It's too bad. Oh, you can get entry right here too, actually. Hmm. Come back down and test this again. No, nothing's testing a 4-hour there, Ty. It might be, but it's not important. Doesn't matter. It's not important. I'd be looking for entry right here. I wouldn't be buying that level. I'd be buying this. Yeah, that's if I was trading right now, that's where I would short. You can leave that there, but that's where I would short. Yeah, that 4 hours not important now, Ty. Right now, I wouldn't pay attention to it. There's more interior events controlling the move in this scenario. I'm very interested to see if this holds it down. If it does, it's going to cause a bit of a move down. Could go for the hourly reverse. This one right here is what you're talking about, Ty. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be using this at this point. I would look to create the range currently. That 5 minute level is still holding it down. Wow. Purpose of today is to walk into any chart at any time and just to start picking spots where you would enter. I would only be looking to short right now. The skill of patience right now is your best friend. I think right now you have to decide between taking a current short against the 5 minute, playing this part of the range. I don't think there's any long targets to take. I don't think longing right now makes sense. I think the move can go much higher, but if you're going to take a short, that would be the spot to do it. I think it makes sense to try. It's kind of setting up for a perfect hourly inverse soon here in the next 15, so yeah. I do like the future setup as well. Starting to think about if it's on an hourly trail, when can that hourly be created? We're pretty close. 5 minutes about to snap by the looks of it. Yeah, this 5 minute level is about to snap. If this thing continues to hold though, that might be the move. But I wouldn't buckle on my expectation here. Like if it continues to hold, obviously this thing's gonna rip down like crazy, because that 5 minute holding it for so long is pretty nuts. But I don't know, we developed that 15. So yeah, I mean, if that 5 minute holds it, you simply miss the short, but I would go for the higher target. But it's starting to look like the 5 minutes gonna hold it. Yep. Not certain yet, but sure looks like it. Maybe missed entry. Yeah, that's a pretty I think it's back right here. It's graded. That's a pretty nasty hold. Yeah, that 5 minute did it. Not certain yet, but sure looks like it. Might look for injury, not sure yet. I would still wait for this level. I think you're going to be in this little range here for a while today. For the next little while. That's as long as this doesn't break down, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to break down. Looks like it's going to be in this range for a while. Am I ever looking for re-entry in scenarios like this? Yeah. Nah, depends what you mean by re-entry, I suppose. There's literally a waiting game right now to see which levels get tested on top and bottom to make a decision. Still looking at 435 as entry. Yeah, I know what you mean, Inuke. I'm just waiting to see how the move develops. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I think that door's a little loud. Sorry about that if you guys heard a slam there. It's my door it's got like a metal clip on it. It's quite loud. Really what I'm looking for here is to see which levels are holding on the bottom so I can target them on the top, because this 3 minute will try to hold right now. And if that 3 minute holds in the bottom, I'll be targeting the 3 minute origin on the top, which is right here. So if we hold this, I don't think it's worth the entry, but I think the short makes sense. It was loud. You guys can hear that loud. There was one Twitch stream I did where I closed the door and everybody's like, "Who's fighting in the background?" I guess it is loud. I think it's just the noise of the metal. It's like a high percussion sound, so it kind of picks up throughout. So the door has, you know how most doors have door handles and you like twist the knob to open it, and it's like a latch that releases. This is this one is not quite like that. It's like a little divot or a bump, and it's got like a ball bearing on the end. So in order to close the door, you have to like meet the ball bearing to the bump and then like push it through, and the ball bearing sinks into the door and then just kind of goes back into the divot. Yeah, so right now I'd be looking to see if this 3 minute establishes and we close over top of it. I'd be targeting the 3 minute on the top side. And then the 3 minute on the top side is a shared origin to the 15. Yeah, origin to the 15. So then I'd be looking for this target on the bottom side. So I'd be going from here to see if this holds, I would get out of my short. door sounds like a shotgun. Seriously? It's that bad? It's so quiet here. It's not even that loud. That's the thing. I think it's just because it's like a high percussion sound. That's what I'd be looking for right now in this trade. Yeah, there's no entry to be had because the range is too short. Otherwise, this could have been entry here. Like when you're gaining it over top of this hold, this could have been entry down in here. This is not justifiable. If this holds it, the move breaks. I don't think I'd be entering here either. I'd be going for this right here to see if it can break the bottom side. So I'm still staying pretty firm on my entry there for a short 29,435. You might be able to deep dive to trend on this. You know, if you come out here, you might be able to take a trend entry, but you got to be careful because it's a really small margin to take that risk to miss that move. It's a really small margin. I don't think I would take that risk. I think I would just enter there, slightly under at like 32.9 or something. But that's what I'd be looking at right now to take this trade. And then if the 15 can't hold on the bottom side, the 15 origin can't hold on the bottom side, I would just sit in the short all day long. But if that 15 holds on the bottom side, I would then look to create the floating level next. You hit this. This one can't hold. It doesn't actually establish an origin. If it does establish an origin, get out of the trade. If not, then you're looking more towards the bottom of your move. See if you can break below this to create the hourly float. But as it is right now, we fail. We go here. Later on, we touch this. This can't hold. We fell down to the ladder point. So maybe I'll be looking at this for a trade. 1.5. If that holds, you get out. If not, you're down here. So 3.6, 1.5, 3.6. Can't force a trade if you miss it, right? If the trade was up there. And only thing we can do is get re-entry if it decides to bog it down. At no point would I be looking for a long here. Not that I think the market's going to short long term right now, but there's not enough profits in the long to justify the entry. If it breaks the trend, sure, but that's not the point. The move is trying to move down right now. I would not be playing the long side of it. Too close to where the range breaks. Possible for 29.2 to hold. Here and to push through this up here. Yeah, it's possible. Kind of what I was saying earlier. If you just break the move straight down now, you go to 29.2 range, like down here. If you go into here, if this doesn't hold. Next month, the internship schedule already will be up later on in the week. Still waiting for this entry. I don't like anything else in the range. If the 5-minute holds, I wouldn't tend to the 5-minute, but I think if the 5-minute holds, you're gonna see the move break down. But I don't like the 5-minute hold level entry here. You know, the way I'm looking at this range is I don't necessarily think it. I don't think it's a must that it goes back up and tests this. There's sometimes in the chart where you must test something. I think this is a good entry for a short in this range, but I don't think there's entry for any longs here. I don't think it makes sense to try to break this move up to these higher pieces of the chart. I don't think that makes sense. If you're going to continue your ladder down at this point off of this hourly, you need to develop something here, and this is pretty much what I'm seeing is the only thing that can do it. Starting to break the interior part of the move, yeah, no, not really. You need to be able to test this holds, and it breaks the bottom side, and then you go down for a much bigger trade. But yeah, there's not really a lot of safe longs here. Not saying that Bitcoin can't go long right now, but it's just they're not safe. They're too high risk, the longs. I'm sticking with my entry at 29,435 here. I don't like anything else. If the 5-minute holds it, fine, so be it. It holds it and it creates the move down. Choices between the 5-minute level at 375 and the origin at 435. Those are your choices for the shorts. Maybe I might enter the 5-minute if it continues to hold for like 15-20 minutes. But that'd be pretty unusual scenario to happen here after especially after the first one hits and holds for so long. No, I wouldn't be using interior downtrends here. This? No. No. Not yet. It's not important in this moment right now. What's important is that the hourly from back here holds and it doesn't break that trail of things happening. That's the only thing that matters right now is this holding. So that 15-minute, I wouldn't gauge it for anything. Not to take a short anyways. Maybe after the move develops a little more you can use trends, but not right now. This isn't a trend type of move. This is a hold the hourly and create a new floating level type of move. 29,503. A 15-minute hold. The hourly is the combo level. The 15 is the combo to the hourly. No worries. I think you saw the recent video on combo levels, Marcus. The butterfly effect lesson 3, I believe it was. Yeah, I think it was lesson 3. The hourly is actually right here at 451, and that's just a combo to it. Just a greedier entry, but the hourly is roughly right here. And you're starting to lose this 3-minute. You've hard closed that. And the 5. So now you're only working with the 15, and that's it. The other ones are dead. Well, those ones are broken, so those are dead and gone. Now it's a 15 only, and a 15's not even there yet. So this could slip right through right now. So this 5-minute becomes a possible entry, same with a 15. This 15 holds is going to be short territory, I believe. I think this is as little as I'm saying, highly helpful for people dissecting ranges in the moment. I'm not saying much, there's not much to say. I'm just adjusting levels and as if I was trading. No, I nuke. I'm not going into trend work today. I'm just looking at the range of the current move. I'm not doing too much teaching today. I'm just talking about the current range of the move, and that's it. Just how I would trade it. If I was waking up and walking into trades, what I'd be looking at. Like a trading session, what it would look like. I never front run backside hold levels. Can go way deeper in the range. It's really risky to front run backside hold levels. Yeah, I would definitely be looking for a short here though, I think.
I do believe that the singularity is coming, and that what will happen then will be truly dramatic and spectacular. I don't see it as some kind of phase, a transformation of humanity. Rather,
Exactly, I see. Yeah, I'm not taking the time to think about teaching stuff. Like, I don't mind answering questions for sure, but definitely not getting in too much into
genetically modified or augmented with nanotechnology.
this isn't really relevant, but okay, we need to mark it.
Anecdotal event when compared to something as dramatic as the creation of an artificial intelligence. If human beings
This 3-minute died in that moment.
I don't think it's appropriate to call
The 5-minute also died. Only thing we have left is a 15. If this can or can't create a trend is going to be the next thing. Should target this up top. You should bounce between here, which makes this a safe entry to short, because it does look like it's short territory. If this holds, this thing is dead. 5's already broken on the bottom side, and if this 5-minute holds it, it's probably just going to destroy this range and just be gone. And forever remember the 3 and the 5. Yep. I agree. Forever remember them. This isn't a 5-minute, it's just a 3-minute up here, as well as a 15. 3 being already established. That's why this 3 had such a hard time breaking, because this one was established as well. It bounced between the 3-minute levels. This one killed the 5. 5 here, 15 there. Should go after the 15. That's kind of how it was designed from 0. That's why I've had that target there the whole time. It's kind of designed to go after this from 0. This holds it down though. We'll see if this bottom side breaks. That would be what I'd watch. Entry. Exit if it holds. Or maybe I would exit off the reverse of a hold level, like shield up a little higher. I wouldn't want to because it depends how much profits is there. If it's like 55%, maybe it's worth it. Now 43, I don't know, it's pretty slim. It's not bad. Kind of right at that point where anything under 40% I would just shield out, walk away from the trade. 40%, I don't know. 40% still pretty low. Especially when the bottom side of the move can be 1.5 or 3.6. Looking more at a 3.6 or more scenario. This 15 holding it right now. That's not good enough. I wouldn't be looking to short on this 15 hold. If it does hold, fine, because this isn't an established origin yet, but you know, if this holds down, goes to the origin holds, it's going to go back up to this origin. But if this holds it down and it just goes straight through, then there's just a mistrade, and the 5-minute was the correct entry from way back here. And this 5-minute here was the correct entry, the 5 reverse. Which means this one should be the next part of that entry. So you should actually be right here. Which you can't be because you have that. So we don't even need to move that. Your next entry is right there. I mean, it can hit both, but I don't really see a point in going after that one. A little bit of movement on the chart. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything and I'm keeping up. So right now I'm really just scoping through all time frames to see if there's something that I missed. Backside 5-minute. Yeah, I don't like that. If I liked it, I would have marked it. Same with that 15. 15 combo to the 5 that holds, origin breaks. Not necessarily, actually. We have to wait and see. I'll reserve my thoughts about that, but okay. You're gonna bounce between these two levels before you sink, is what I think is gonna happen. Well, we got a few minutes. I'm going to take another small break, go get a refill, and I'll be back. This time I'll mute my mic so you guys don't hear the shotgun door. Looks like I walked away at the wrong time. Okay, we just hit the 5, right? Yeah. Okay, not good. We still want entry here, but we're not panicking yet. Panic, panic, panic. Kidding. You're always going to hit this 5, but I think you have to hold out for a higher part of the range. I think if you entered this 5 here, it's an okay entry, but 20% probably, right? Yep, 20%. I didn't do that math. It was a guess. I'm good, but I'm not that good. I think if you take this 5, it's fine, because it's the other 5-minute level that held it down, you know, predating back to here. This 5 hits it, this 5 holds it down. But what I said before is this 5 would have to hold for, you know, kind of an elongated period of time for me to justify entry here. A 1 knife catch spike like this, if you're in, fine. I think it's a justifiable entry. I just don't think it's the greediest entry. I think the 5-minute is justifiable. I think the 5-minute origin... I think the 5-minute origin destroys the move on the bottom here. I think it just shorts the hell out of it. The origin at the top is the greediest point that could hit, if it stays here long enough, develops. Like, I would fully expect this 15-minute origin on the top. It could sit here for like an hour before it gets hit between these levels. You took that short, paper trade? When would I put my stop into the profit zone? Well, in this trade, I think you can hit this 5 multiple times. I don't know. I think I would... Like, you're trying to set up a trailing stop? Like when you break the origin below. 15 at 23.06. 29.306. That's where I'd put it. Otherwise, I'd be manually managing this. I don't expect this 5-minute to hold it down, but it can. It can. It's fine. It follows a trail of 5-minute levels. Like, it's following that trail. But I don't know. I don't know if it'll break the move. It's the combo to the 15, which is fine. So it hits the 5, it hits the 15. Goes after the 5, stops, hits the 15. That's fine. You can even just get rid of this now. I would still wait till hit the higher level. You know what I'd be doing at this point, honestly? This goes for the teams, especially the teams, especially everybody, but especially the teams, since you guys have so many people. Is I'd be looking at alts like crazy right now. I'd be looking at like whatever. I don't even know what the alts are, but I know Ava's one of them. I'd be looking at alts. Maybe not. Ava's not a good one. I'm so out of the loop on alts right now. Yeah, I wouldn't look at this. I wouldn't also not look at ETH. I would just start picking random stuff to look at for shorts. This is clearly like a 5-minute origin or 3-minute. Looks like a 5. It could be a 15, but it looks like a 5 to me. Oh, that 5 is broken. Okay, so it's a 15. Or is it actually maybe right here? Yeah, that's intact still. 15 hourly. Yeah, I wouldn't... I'd be looking at that 15 for entry, which actually is just a hold level right here. That's fine. It's the same thing. I would be looking at this for entry on a short, something like this. This is the kind of stuff I would be doing right now if I was waiting for a level on Bitcoin to hit. I don't care if they're high cap alts or not. It doesn't matter to me. I would probably just look at like the margin pairs. Like, personally, I like margin, but it's like whatever you want to do. Like XMR is a margin pair. Hourly here. When this flies up though, you have to identify the range. So You're going to combo back to here to there. So that when that flies up and tests, you probably go right here. Test that origin here. So 179.2 off that Bitcoin origin. I would probably take that short. It's a very quick look. So it's not like I've sat here and done this thing, the due diligence it needs to have done. Trade at the same time, higher time frame level right here. Yep, I'd use the hourly. This is the kind of stuff I'd be doing right now with perp trying to hit its level. I would be looking at taking that short. Of course, dude. This one. It's gonna change it all, isn't it? Oh, you're so dumb, dude. These are both first buy-in, but for some reason this one's like this. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I have to set it up. That's my own thing. I believe I did this chart, right? Yeah. That's so triggering. Yeah, that's so tilting. Yeah, that's like hyper tilting. Because I think if I load the chart, it's going to... I think I have to set up like the different chart layouts manually. Because I think if I load chart, it loads both of them. Because they're both on... No, it's saved. Like... It shouldn't make a difference. Because this is also on first buy-in, right? They both are. I'm not sure why that's like that. That's really triggering though. Can you click apply all? Where? Where do you see apply all? Right click left screen appearance. Settings, appearance. Oh, you are so good, Shenron. Dude's on like the next level. So that's good for like the colors, but it doesn't save the chart for some reason. Setting, yeah. That's fine. It's easy to find. Right back down to that 15 again. 5 minute holding that 15. That's fine. This is one of the scenarios we painted out earlier. I still want to get up to here. It's a better entry now because it's right by trend, so. I would definitely be looking at alts in this scenario. prepping for like multiple trades and multiple exits if this breaks. But I do like this as a short across. I don't think it's gonna go here, but yeah, okay, it can actually. Yeah, not bad. Not great, but it's not bad. We have no 4 hour. Yeah, it can definitely creep up onto this level. It's not that far away. This is the most realistic trade to get into so far is XMR. We'll keep Harmony 1. Ripple? No. XRP? No. Bell? Okay, dude. I would be scared of this thing launching up. Right there, yeah. If this thing is going towards that target, it's gonna like just reject like crazy off of something. $1. This one's a little non-intuitive, but combo level inside of this that was untested perhaps. I was looking on both sides of that chart there. It's a good target for it to go after. Yep, I like that. There you go. I'd be looking at alts. Although I don't know which one of these you can short because I don't know what's on contract, but one and XMR. I know XMR is one. I'm not sure. Bell, I'm not sure. I think one is as well. Harmony should be on contract. I believe Harmony's on 2 to 5x. XMR is on, Monero is on up to 75, I believe, depending on the exchange. But they got like 50, 25, 75 everywhere. Bell, I'm not sure. I've never even looked at Bell before. I would look at more alts too. I don't think I would just stop right there, but yeah, I think it's okay. 15, 1. Change these to 5-minute charts. This thing moves up 20% from that little test right here. Jesus. Wow. Talk about altcoin money to be made. That's freaking mafia money right there. TA mafia money. Squeezing the little guys out. That should be TA Mafia's thing, squeezing the little guys. Going after these like low volume, high cap. or like high cap, high volume. Just a little, guys. Just squeeze a little, guys. Like maybe low cap, low volume. Looks like that 15-minute target on the top side is now activated. It's going to become a great target. I also think when you see coins doing this kind of stuff like this, you can identify these origin points as bounce points, and you can, well, like it's not just origins, it's anything actually. You can identify them and start trading altcoins on those bounce points. Like even here, this is probably a few percent. It's not that much, 0.59. Not enough, but like obviously Bell has been moving like crazy today, so there's a good amount to be made there. You know, Bitcoin's gonna bounce up, and Bell has been something that's been moving like crazy. Like it's a great spot to get in, get in. Right? Like looks like Bell had some pretty insane movements, right? Like Bell moved up like 100 and something percentage. Then, you know, identifying that it's a huge pullback too, right? Like it's a huge pullback, like 30% pullback, and then it moves up again to the top of that range. So if you see that this is, you know, pulled back 30%, you can look for the rebuy spot where you hit this origin, because it's going to bounce the move. So that's exactly what you see here, and then that's like a pretty crazy trade. Pretty easy money. You know, that's obviously Monero. You can't do that with Monero because Monero hasn't really moved today, but you get a lot of these like brand new or breakout coins. Pretty easy to spot that stuff, especially on a day like today where it's moved up so much. Bell has a huge move up, obviously going to have a huge pullback back down, but then obviously going to take its second move to create its trend, right? So yeah. TA Mafia using that soundbite, yeah. We're going to wrap the session up here in a few minutes. Bitcoin could, like, this is kind of what I was saying earlier. Like, I think Bitcoin's just going to be sitting here for the next few hours, just kind of going back and forth between these ranges. So far our analysis has been spot on, but you know, the opportunities maybe are in some of these altcoins. I'm sure there's more like Bell, but I think these opportunities are more in the altcoins at this exact moment. Or yeah, I just don't think there's enough movement right now for the leverage. I think you're setting up for the bigger trade here at 29,435, but you gotta definitely keep an eye on this stuff today. We wrap up in a few minutes here if Bitcoin doesn't do something crazy. You know, if you're on a team or you're not on a team, either scenario, you know, moments like this is when you should be looking for alts when there's nothing else to do, because Bitcoin is just dead, right? Like there's nothing else to do anyways. You might as well look to put your skills on the other charts, otherwise you're just kind of wasting time. I haven't been using split screen, especially for teams that's beyond me. I think teams have been trying to find their mojo the past month, right? Like working together in a brand new setting. But it's definitely something I would recommend teams doing. You know, like why not, right? It kind of is silly not to do it. Oh, you mark your lines on Bitcoin, and then what do? You make your strategy off of it. Marking your lines only takes a few minutes. Developing strategies to enter trades is, definitely takes much longer than that. Think of it like a video game, like PUBG. The objective of PUBG is to finish in first place. So, our objective is to make as much money as possible, right? And then in PUBG, how do you secure your first place win? You loot up. Use all your tools possible. Grenades, smoke grenades, frags, sidearm, level 3 vest, level 3 helmet, meds, ARs, attachments. Only charting one chart would just be like picking up level 1 armor and an M4 without any attachments and just being like, okay, I can win the match. Sure, you could, but there's so much more you can do. There's so much more looting that needs to be done. Only thing that matters is how much money you make at the end of the week. Just like getting that first place win, that chicken dinner. It's the only thing that matters. Same thing here. You have all the tools to, like if you're not using all your tools, you're not going to, your chances of reaching your objective are a lot lower. Wooden pickaxe. Crowbar and a helmet. Crowbar and a level 2 helmet. That's all you need. No, but it's true. It's true. If the objective is to win a game and our objective is to make money, then why not use all your tools at your disposal? It separates pros from amateur players, pros from just regular players, pros from pubs. Pros use every advantage to get that win, just like pros in day trading use every advantage to get that money. Don't rush into subpar trades. I like to wait and set up. I mean, you're in like this really micro range right now. Like it's top to bottom is like 45%. Like what are you going to gain by taking trades? Plan out the perfect spot. Plan out all the different charts you want to enter. Execute. Patience is a good thing, but waiting too long for the perfect moves is a terrible thing. Patience is a tough skill to master. There's a balance between patience and missing trades. If you're so patient you miss trades, it means your TA was off. I mean, so far my analysis has been bang on. The only thing I said that didn't come true so far was that if this 5-minute holds, it's going to crush the move down. But we haven't seen if it's going to hold yet because it's only tested it once. It has to test it a few more times. And if it does, it will crush the move down. So we're not even wrong about that. I think it's good to overanalyze moves. I mean, I'm pretty damn good at what I do, so for me, I do it quick. I also think this is a time where Bitcoin is just sitting here. Like, equate this on the chart to this, right? Like, it's not always like that. This is, day 45 to 6:15, 2.5 hours of almost sideways movement with no up and down. It's the same thing here from 0 to 2. No, it's not even the same thing. This is shorter than this. This is 2.5 hours already. This is only 2 hours. 20 to 22:30. It's like this. Yeah, it's the same thing as this, right? Like this whole stretch of nothing to do. The only thing you can do is like mark the best levels, be prepared to take the best trade when it breaks in either direction. Identify that, set up your alts in different things. Take those trades. Like it's been 2.5 hours of moving like almost nothing. So yeah, I mean, what are you supposed to do, right? 0.4 over 2.5 hours is pretty tiny. Make sure you don't miss your short and make sure that if it's going long, you have a strategy. That's all. I personally think it's going short, but I guess we'll see when it hits that 15-minute up top. But I definitely would be looking at tons of alts right now to set up strategies on the best ones. I just picked a few just to keep it simple, but I would be like jumping between every alt, looking for all the opportunities. But in terms of our analysis, it's been bang on. It's done everything we said it's going to do. We just haven't had those spots to enter yet. I don't think this 15-minute is a good entry spot. Maybe on an alt like Bell, that could be an exception, but not on Bitcoin. If this thing boosts up like crazy, sure, it was good, but I feel like I'd rather short the 15. Okay, everybody, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully people learned some stuff today, and we'll see you next weekend. Or I guess on stream on Friday. Friday stream and Discord during the week. Cheers.